It is absolutely ridiculous how hard the mainstream media is trying to make Echo a success. It's definitely not. It's not a success in the ratings. Of course, they dropped all 5 episodes at once as a ploy because they're going to get a lot of watch hours so they can make some, oh, it's the most watched hours Disney Plus thing ever. Well, that's because all your other ones came out with 1 episode and you dropped 5 at once, so some people binged it. But the thing is, like, it's not going to be something that's widely watched. Nobody knows who this character is. Nobody cares about it. And of course, I tried to even watch it. I really did for you guys just so I could review it real quick. Oh my gosh, I couldn't get past the first one. It was so tough. And of course, I think it just gets worse from what I've read online. Now, I'm going to show you the difference between what the mainstream media is talking about Echo and, of course, what actual people are talking about Echo. It's very interesting as we see this sort of dichotomy in real time. So check this out. My name's John Delarose. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. This is my website, Fandom Pulse. I put that link in the description below so that you guys can have your pop culture news entertainment sort of updates. And this is what we're doing. We're doing a full pop culture website. We've got a lot of news coming out. We are, of course, the most trusted name in comic news already, and we got more coming for you. So go grab that and read that every day. I appreciate you guys for being there. So here it is. It dropped on Disney Plus and shows once again that MCU creators have zero respect for their fans with maximum girl boss achieved. Yes, so this is Echo, and if you guys don't know the character, she was like a Daredevil B character that was in one arc of Joe Quesada's run. And he had David Mack write the first 3 issues, then he kind of finished things off himself. It was not the best storyline. It's just a girl who like is raised by the Kingpin after he kills her parents, and she's deaf because Matt Murdock's blind. It's not really about her being deaf. It's really just about her being a foil to Daredevil. They have some like kind of like will they won't they romance going through it on the Matt Murdock and her personal end, and then they end up fighting each other under their costumes, and she eventually figures out it's Matt Murdock. So it's a very like personal tale for Daredevil, and it works on that level. You extract that out and you just have a crappy TV show of a character really nobody cares about. They added more too. They like couldn't just leave her alone at the fact that she was a deaf character. They had to like amputate her leg too, and then it really makes no sense as she's jumping around and fighting and doing ninja moves in a way that like somebody who had one leg definitely would not be able to do. Let's be honest. But they do, you know, the fighting scenes are really bad. They are really like slow-mo. You look at it and you're watching and you see it, you know how they like do those punches where it like goes like almost at the face right there, and but it kind of misses and then they move to the side. You can kind of see them doing it. That's how bad these action sequences are in this film right here. And people hate it. Let's go to some of the comments here of what I was seeing about this. I loved this one. Marvel Spotlight Echo features a chunky, overweight, deaf amputee woman that stalemates Daredevil in a 1v1 fight. Yeah, it's just pause and think about that for a chunky, overweight, deaf amputee woman stalemates Daredevil. That's right. And so it's really ridiculous when you watch it. Daredevil's only in 90 seconds of the entire show, by the way. So they have him show up there just so she can show she's just as good as fighter as Daredevil. Slay Queen. And then he's gone. So there's no connection to Daredevil. There's no like personal elements to it. It's literally just that. This is modern feminism and representation right there. She's a half Hispanic, half indigenous murderous criminal that knows ASL. So she should please the Democrats. Really funny stuff. So Ray says, I mean, the show should have been called Kingpin Wilson Fisk and focused on the various lives Wilson Fisk impacts. Can't do that because then you'd have a white male lead in 2024. You can't have that, Ray. Would have been a stronger anchor than focusing on a Charlie-level Marvel character that isn't popular. That's right. Marvel thinks because Guardians of the Galaxy was not that big of a thing before the movie that they can take any character and do anything, and it'll just be popular because it says Marvel on it. Really, that is the level that they have disdain for their fans, and they think you're just stupid. And so that's obviously not the case, as Guardians of the Galaxy is a very interesting concept with a bunch of interesting characters people do care about over the history. That's a very different sort of deal. This is just a street level thing where it's, again, a deaf, fat amputee, like indigenous chick. Okay, what's the hook? And that's it. Good Lord, Marvel's Echoes owes me a handful of my hours of my life back. We should form some kind of class action versus this donkey shit. And then finally, Nerdrotic, the MCU achieves maximum girl boss. Yes, look at her standing tall with the ancestors. I did a bit yesterday or 2 days ago where I did my rain dance live on YouTube. I haven't gotten canceled yet, so let's see what happens with that. But oh my gosh, it's really cringy. But that's not what the mainstream media would have you believe. Here we are. This is Marvel Studios saying, see the series critics are hailing as a triumph. I like it. A triumph of what? I love their 2 quotes on a word, like a triumph of shit. Here it is for their advertisement. Will Landman, who's of course, Access reviewer here. Loved it. Alaqua Cox is just incredible as Maya Lopez, and this series shows how they needed to be indigenous heroes are in the MCU. The sound design, respect to Choctaw, fight choreo, it's sick, Devery rules. Loved Kasky Spencer, Tantu Cardinal, and Cody Lightning Fisk. Wow. Yeah, it's not exactly. If you look at like the way that the Access talks about this and talks about things, it's not true whatsoever. Because according to Forbes, Marvel's Echo is the second worst reviewed Marvel MCU TV show. Oh my gosh. I guess the media on X is lying about what's going on. People hate the show, and it's been a terrible thing because it looks cheaply made. It doesn't make any sense, and there's no reason to care about the characters whatsoever. So this is another travesty for Disney Plus and another travesty for the MCU. I really don't see this going well. I bet you the ratings for the actual views and people who are watching it, once you get over a month or 2 or 3, will be some of the lowest that we've ever seen, despite what they're going to do to pad the day 1 numbers with the 5 episodes. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.